Tracking this radio doesn't work. Shepherd Youth, hello and welcome to another week of videos from me. All right, as you know, Caleb and I have been taking our Shepherd Youth Kingdom exercises and putting them to the test to see if they actually work or make any difference at all in our lives. So this week I will be taking the Kingdom exercise of meditation. So that means that this week I will be meditating once in the morning on God's truth, on scripture, and I'm going to be challenging 2 surprise guests to join me in this video this week. And the meditations that we will be doing are actually breathing prayers that are written by our friend and pastor, Dusty. Okay, so the breathing prayer that I will be doing this morning is based on Ephesians 1:15 to 21. And this is just a prayer for enlightenment from the Lord and hope. So on the inhale, I will be praying quietly to the Lord, gentle Father, Spirit of wisdom. And then on the exhale, I'll be praying in my mind, enlighten the eyes of my heart with hope.
Hey Shepherd Youth, it's Jeff here, and I am joining in the challenge this week with my friend Adrianna Cervantes to do these meditations and prayers. And so today I'm going to be doing a prayer and meditation of acknowledgement to the Lord. This comes from James 1:17 through 18, Acts 20:35, and Mark 12:31, I believe. And so I'm going to do that right now, and I encourage you guys to do this one today with me as well. Love you all. Be blessed.
Hi, Shepherd Youth. I'm joining Adri's challenge this week. And okay, here's the deal. We were supposed to meditate in the morning and then see how it affected our day. But I'm just going to be an honest example to you that sometimes your day doesn't go how you want it to go and you forget to do things. And so I'm meditating at night and I'm going to see how it affects the rest of my day and into even my sleep and tomorrow. And I'll let you know. I'm going to be meditating, Jesus, servant of all, lead me to serve and love you well today. Tonight. Here we go. Here goes nothing.
Action. Hi, Shepherd Youth, and welcome back to our Kingdom Exercise Meditation Week. I have my friends with me. I'm unsure where they are on the screen.
Hi, I'm a friend. Here I am.
Brienne and Jeff, thank you for joining me on this challenge this week. I kind of wanted to get your perspective on how that went, because the whole purpose of these Kingdom Exercise videos that we're doing on Tuesdays is putting them to the test to see if they actually make a difference in our life. So you both had your own meditations one day. How did that go?
I'm going to call age before beauty here, so I'm going to let Brienne go first. I'm kidding. I'll go first. Mine's quick. I'll say, okay, for me personally, my experience, I loved the meditation that I was given because I've always been very drawn to that passage in James 1:17, I believe, about every good and perfect gift coming from above, from the Father of lights. And so I think the word that I wrote down during the week was reciprocate, which was kind of in that breathing prayer. And I think it's a very important word. And like, it made me think about just everything going on right now too. Like, so many people are living up their lives at a loss. And I mean that obviously with people in our lives, but also we mean that financially, right? And with possessions and things like that. And so this might be one of the hardest times in life for a lot of people to reciprocate gift giving, right? Like to experience getting something from the Lord and then giving that back, and giving it out as well. And so I think whether it's our own human nature or what's going on in the world, like, it's easy for us to want to receive and get the gifts. And it halts there. It kind of stops there. And I felt like this meditation, at least for me, allowed me to remind myself every day to reciprocate the gift. And a lot of times, because people don't have money and have monetary benefits right now, I found that the gift that I was giving sometimes during the week too was time. It wasn't just a money thing. It was like I gave my time. For example, like if I gave time to meditate with the Lord and receive from Him through that time, I wanted to reciprocate that time spent to give back to my first ministry with my family, whether it's like taking them out on a walk or like spending time just to like talk about things. And so hopefully that was an encouragement for you guys this week. But I know that for me, I like to sometimes pick a word or pick a moment when I go through these like challenges and these meditation experiences, because anytime I feel like we give a little bit more to the Lord, like there's opportunity to receive a little bit more as well. And oftentimes even greater than what we've given. And so I think for me, my favorite thing about this whole challenge was that I'm kind of living in the same process, even though I'm not really like doing this challenge this week, right? Like, but I'm still living this like life of how do I reciprocate the gift? How do I give back? How do I acknowledge that I've been given a gift from the Lord, but how do I also now looking for opportunities to give back? And again, not always with a dollar sign, right? Like, how do I give kind words? How do I give time? How do I give just, whatever it is that you can give, try to give it.
Thank you. That's good stuff. Brianne, how did it go for you?
It was great. So here's one thing I realized this week when I was focusing on this idea of meditation. So I received like some immediate benefits from it. Like in the moment, it was like, I felt like I learned something new about God. But I also realized that I was meditating on other thoughts throughout the week. So like I found myself, I had picked some other thoughts besides the one you gave me that I've been like focusing on. And I realized that like, yes, there's immediate benefits to meditation, but meditating on like these ideas of throughout scripture and, of God, but also like, that's not the only thing that it's good for. Like if you really integrate it into your whole week, like it's a different type of benefit. I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
Yes.
So like when I was doing the meditation you gave me, which was about being a servant, right? Like Jesus served, and so help me to serve. And I had this realization that like a lot of times we only serve when we are in an obvious position to serve, like it's our job to serve. So like I'm a child to a parent. That relationship, it makes sense that I would serve my parent because they provide for me and they whatever, or even like a spouse, right? Like it's a partnership. And so we serve one another, but like, or even a friend. But then I was thinking about Jesus, and like Jesus is Lord of all, right? He has all the authority, but he's like known as the servant of all servants, right? Like he didn't have any position to where it made sense that he was the one who was serving, but he still chose to serve. And I thought that was like really cool. I had that moment as I was meditating through that specific thing. And so, yeah, there was that benefit. And then I did feel like because I isolated it and it wasn't like really my main thought for the week, it was kind of an isolated benefit. Like I didn't really carry it out too much throughout my day and week. Like I think I had the thought of it like one or two times, but it didn't really like permeate my week because I didn't focus on that for it was just for that 2 minutes that I focused on it. So goes back to my original thing. I think there are two different benefits and types of meditation that you can do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I completely agree. Like for me, obviously in the moment it gave me peace. It like recentered me, because whatever you're going through, whether it's like anxiety, depression, stress of the day, taking that time to like meditate on the truth of God, because these were all based on scripture. We're not just meditating on good things. We're meditating on the literal truth of God. Like it centers you and reminds you of truth and gives you that peace in that moment. But it really is these practices over time that change you and that give you that inner peace that you hold on to, that it becomes a habit to like center yourself in the Lord. And so for me, I did it that one day and I was like, cool, checkbox spirituality. I did my good spirit thing for the day. But then the rest of the week, I had some stuff came up that gave me major stress and anxiety. And I was like, I'm going to do that again. And so I actually did that breathing prayer like 3 or 4 times throughout the week. And every time I focused differently, like on a different part of it, like, you know, like good Father, spirit of wisdom, open the eyes of my heart to your hope, you know, and every time it meant something different. And like I was able to center myself in the Lord. And it's so interesting how like something so tiny over time really does make a difference in your life, like, and your connection with God, you know?
That's so good. I feel like too, a lot of people choose like their word for the year or for the season or whatever. And it's like, why not be super intentional with that? Like make that word, make that whatever challenge or whatever it is, like it needs to be like rooted in truth and goodness and like God himself, because that's like, it's like you said, like that's who you become. The things you focus on are the things you become. So if you're focused on like, this year is just the year where I get things done, like great, but like, why don't you root that in some more solid truth, you know?
Yeah.
I what I liked about what you said, Adrian, at least in your experience, is something that I agree with as well, because I feel like if we look at like how often Jesus got away, right? I feel like it's very important for us as followers of Jesus to see meditation and like solitude as like discipline, but also as a response. Like when something happens in life and it's difficult, like I think it's easy for us to run to a person or run to someone instead of running to the Lord and like having a moment of meditation and silence with him to kind of sift through that situation. And I think that's like profoundly important if you kind of do that now, especially for you like high school students, like, and middle school students. If you're doing that now, it's just going to help you train up to go to the Lord a lot more frequently when you are in life situations that you need help in, you know? And so I'm not saying don't go to your friends and don't go to people that you trust, but man, go to Jesus first. That's a very good practice. And so, yeah, I really like that.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in on the challenge with me. And Shepherd Youth, I hope that you were inspired to just try it out, test it out yourself this week. You can go back in the video and screenshot the prayers, and we'll have some more prayers coming for you. We'll let you know when all of that stuff is ready. But test it out yourself, because we've got 3 examples of it actually making a difference and bringing us closer to the Lord and giving us peace, encouragement, whatever that is. So I think it's safe to say it works, Shepherd Youth. So we love you. We will see you next week. Bye, guys.